That's where he at. He's sure enough. Yeah, well, Sinful the P. Going on to Pimp hell. I don't give a fuck. Fuck that nigga. Ooh, man, a whip ass. Fuck him and all his pimp shit he kicked over these interwebs for several years. Fuck him. He was trash. He was shit. He was poison. So now he can go on and pimp some demonic bitches and be happy. So yeah, 39 years old. Found dead in his home. They said he wasn't murdered. Whatever. I don't know what could be wrong with him at 39 years old that he just kicked the bucket like that. But I guess Satan called him home. Uh, uh, uh. I don't care what you thinking about right now concerning my thoughts. I feel the way I feel. Fuck him. Fuck him where he's dead in the morgue trying to get back to the U.S. Fuck him. I don't give a fuck. Fuck him. I was subscribed to him a few years ago. And I had to unsubscribe because I just couldn't stand the shit he was talking. I said, let me go listen to his last video. Don't ever exalt the bitch above the game. He talking some shit. And he always parallel his bullshit with the word. Oh, remember how Israelites were in the wilderness or whatever. You got to remind a bitch where you bought her from. You know what? Can't no nigga on this earth talk about he bought Madam Whip ass from someplace. Ain't nobody bring me from nowhere. I bought myself. That's why you don't let niggas do shit for you. Women got it all fucked up. I don't. Better buy your own shit, get your own shit. Can't nobody, no nigga take it from you. Get your own shit. I don't understand. I know a couple of chicks, you know, got their game on, buy their own house, meet some nigga. Next thing you know, they don't put the nigga's name on the deed. I'll be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You worked for all this shit. Well, he here and we married and he helping to pay. Yeah, okay. And guess what? They ain't together with that nigga no more, and I bet you she had to sell the house and give him half. Fuck out of here. Get your own shit. I'll never have a man in a position talking about, yeah, well, I bought you from, you ain't brought me from no place. I was here before you got here. You ain't bringing me from no place, and I ain't bringing you. I definitely ain't bringing you from no place. So, once again, Sinful the P has kicked the bucket. Is that like 2 guys in a week from the Black Manosphere? Dead? They dropping like flies, aren't they? Damn. Who was the first shocking one to go? It was, what's his name? I actually liked him. David Carroll. And Kevin Samuels. And another dude died just a few days ago. And now Sinful the P, he seems to be overwhelmingly shocking for everybody, except me, because I'm just like, fuck them. Bye. Oh, Lord. You ought to live your life. Treat people right. Where if you should pass, people ain't like, bye. That shit he was talking, oh my goodness. And you got dumb little niggas running around here listening to him and trying to implement the shit they heard. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, well, my condolences go out to his family. But fuck him. One less bullshit ass, no good punk walking the earth. Good riddance. And sorry he didn't make it to see the new year at 39 years old. Kicking the bucket like a fly. The fuck? Instead of talking all this bullshit, he should have been taking better care of himself. Or maybe the poison he was spewing was eating him from the inside till his heart stopped. But anyway. Hey, Osirian, how are you? David Cowell, Kevin Samuels, Alan Roger Curie, and Sinful the P all gone in 2022. Hey, and don't forget about that stupid nigga that shot up people on the train. He ain't dead, but shit, he gone too. He just still alive and gonna be in prison for a long time. Who was that fool? I forgot his name. But yeah, these niggas are stupid. But when I first saw a title of a video, it was a question: Sinful the P dead? I was like, is this a rumor? It ain't no rumor. He gone. What an idiot. And men like him who abide by that pimp shit, they may not be pimps, but they have that whole pimp philosophy that he was spewing. They only prey on certain kind of females. And I say females and not women. Because women don't buy that bullshit. They can't control women. They control females. Females with, no sense of self, low self-esteem, got that twisted concept of, a Prince Charming or whatever. That's the type of bitch where they talk about, remember where I bought you from. I wish a nigga would try to fix his mouth to stand up and tell me, remember where I bought you from. Shit. But hey, better them than me. All I can say at this point in time is I thank God for my mama. That was one strong black woman who raised strong black women. Yeah. Oh, let me pay homage to my mama real quick. That woman was the first black female funeral director in Queens, New York. In 1955 at the age of 26. Did you hear me? 1955 at the age of 26. Bought and opened up her own funeral home and ran it for 50 years. That woman was so bad they named the street after her. My mother. So that's all I knew as a girl. And she wasn't the only woman in my family bawling like that. That's where she came from. It's what I come from. So can't no pimp, no man step to Madam Whip ass talk about where I bought. You didn't bring me from no place. My mother brought me from somewhere. And you could never take me to where my mother has placed me. You know, but when you come from women like that, it's hard to be broken by some broken ass nigga. Too many broken ass niggas running around these YouTube streets. They so broken, they'll stand up and tell you, I'm gonna break you. Because they want me broken like them. It ain't happening. Madam Whip ass still standing strong. Madam Whip ass still accomplished and achieved a whole lot in her life than you have. And you older than me. I'll tell you, these fake ass pimps running around here, sitting up here and lie, talk about they owned a condo and ain't never owned shit. Lie, talk about they live someplace with 30-foot ceilings and they live in the fucking ghetto. 8-foot ceiling. See, women like me attract jealous ass men. And I'm not talking about as far as a relationship. Just look, I deal with more jealous niggas than I do than females. Matter of fact, I gotta sit here and think. Do I know any females that are jealous of me? I can't really say so. It might be, but they ain't never shown it. But that's impossible. A jealous bitch gonna show it. But no. But I can ring off a whole bunch of niggas that I know are jealous of me. So, you know, it is what it is. But the shit Sinful, the P was spewing. I'm glad the Lord put a cap on that. Bye, nigga. Goodbye. And got the nerve to mix scripture and exemplify his bullshit using the word. Bye, nigga. Kick that bullshit to the demons down in hell. We don't need that shit up here no more. Bye. Yep, he got a name just right for hell, too. Sinful. Bye, nigga. Anyway. That's all I had to say. Y'all keep standing strong. Stand tall. Hold your head up high. Yeah, well, they could stay there if they want to. They'll be dropping off like flies too. But yeah, that corroded thinking that was just so intrinsic for him, it's dead now. It's dead. However, my mama always did say, if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. Sinful the P is dead. Good. Sharp from No Jumper. Never heard of him. He probably brokenhearted over this demon. That's all right. Sing Sinful's praises all you want. You'll be joining them. But as for me and my house, we gonna say fuck them. Soft white underbelly. Nope, I've never seen that channel either. Mm-mm. But I'm sick of all these YouTubers out here fronting like, they got it all and shit and dying a pauper. Kevin Samuels was embarrassing. I think there was a GoFundMe for David Carroll. All these men sitting up here making videos downing black women, and they dying broke as fuck. Who interviews all these people from the dark corners of society in the West. Really? I'll have to check that out, Osiria. Yeah. Yeah, Kevin Samuels, he stroked out while stroking. Stroked out of here broke. And Alan, whatever his name was, Osirian, I don't know who that was, but how did he die? By the way, I understand Sinful was found dead on the day after Christmas. We just now hearing about it. Oh, Philip Gilmore. You big dummy. Oh, he had health issues. Apparently, so did Sinful the P. Who knows? Maybe he OD'd. Wow. So that's like 3 pioneers in a year? I wouldn't say, would you classify David Carroll as a pioneer? I guess. Maybe. Yeah. Okay. So that's like 4 pioneers in a year. Yeah, well, Lord's sick of that bullshit. I mean, what is going on? They say Tommy Sotomayor is homeless and broke. I don't know how. I don't know how. He's a pioneer as well. I don't know what's going on. Why he don't go live from his house anymore. I wonder, is it because they blocked his IP address from YouTube? So suppose you get your IP address blocked at home. Can't you just like change your IP address? Do you know anything about that, Osirian? Um, Let me see. The only person I can think that was a newer Tommy in terms of what you're saying would be Kevin Samuels. Still sniff it out. Wow. Fresh and fit. Okay. You think Kevin was in a different lane? I guess you could say they were in the same water but different boats. You know, that's why I never believed in having social media, YouTube especially, as your main source of income. Because it there's way too many people who have the control to fuck up your income. And I don't like that. Let me tell you something. If I was in the position of Tommy and making all this money for YouTube for years, battling the haters for years, and then finally technology has advanced where the haters can take a lot from me to the point where I'm homeless, which he probably ain't homeless. I don't know what's going on with him. I ain't seen him. I don't know why people saying he homeless. I don't know. But I'm just saying. Nah, I ain't gonna say. But I will say this. You should never position yourself in life where even one person can have the power to take shit from you. Let alone a whole slew of people on the internet in terms of flagging and getting channels shut down, which you just messing up your income. No. Plus, YouTube don't have a pension plan. Kevin was more about a high value lifestyle for men and the women who pursued them. But when it was all said and done, he really didn't have a high value lifestyle his damn self. It was a facade, a mirage. Mm. But yeah, I mean, his money was new, but he had money. Not according to what his funeral looked like. He ain't had that much money. That's some. If he had money, whatever money he was getting it, he was fucking it up. Yeah, it was only about 2 years in. That's right. But getting back to what I was saying, um, I that mm, you fix it where you have changed my income and the way I make a living to take care of myself and my family, or because you don't like me or what I say. You've never met me. You just come on my channel and you want to destroy what I'm making, and you're successful in doing that. I'm gonna have to come see you. Now, if indeed Tommy is homeless and he's down in a rut, you know he suffers from depression. Who's to say he gets to a point where he's suicidal and also becomes homicidal? Who's to say he won't go and take a couple of these people out who've been stalking and haunting him for years, who are instrumental in placing him in a position, this low position he allegedly is in now? You see, these YouTubers, these trolls, you know, the internet gives a very false sense of security. Everybody can be touched. You sitting around here fucking with people's real life, you can be touched. Let me have a big platform and you ruin it for me, all because that's what you want to do. You don't like me. It's fun for you. I promise you, you can be touched. Put me in a position where I lose my home and a bulk of my income, where now I'm struggling and got all these other issues because of your bullshit. Just know you can be touched. Stop thinking because you sitting in front of your phone or behind a computer screen that, you know, nobody can't reach out and touch you. You're delusional. And I see more and more people who don't have a problem with trying to ruin somebody. They definitely don't have a problem with calling CPS and having kids removed. They don't have no problem calling people's jobs. Who was that? Ghetto Intellect? A good job, I think, at a university or something, and lost it because somebody reached out and touched their job, cooked their job, roasted their job. Oh no. Just know you can be touched. And which is why I'm just like really laid back with this channel. I don't give a fuck about how many people watch my videos or anything like that. I'm not investing my life in YouTube. I'm just not going to do that. A wise person would do YouTube and enjoy whatever income you can get from that, but your main source of income better be a career or a job or whatever you want to call it. It better be something where a whole bunch of people don't have the power to destroy it for you. That's wisdom. But to have YouTube as your sole source of income, man, YouTube can pull the plug on this platform at any given moment. That's too much of a gamble, too much of a risk for me. Hey, Virgo. Plus, it was done in his hometown in Oklahoma. It's not going to be that extravagant. Tommy's downfall is his own. Many have warned him. It's best to be laid back because YouTube is full of wolves. It's demonic, Osirian. Many have warned him about what? And I mean, well, he's not on OnlyFans anymore, correct? I mean, he's on other platforms. People still donate to him. So I don't see how he's so affected. But who knows? I guess perhaps he did take a big pay cut not being on YouTube. I guess, look, who knows? Don't nobody know. I can't say for sure. I can't, that he's not homeless. I can't say for sure that he is homeless. As people are saying for sure that he's homeless. You know what I'm saying? I don't know him. None of us know him. I don't live next door to him. Nobody on YouTube lives next door to him. So how do you know all of this? I don't know how these people know. Sometimes, then again, more often than not, people just pull shit out their ass and be lying on folk. Let me ask you, Osirian, you said YouTube was his greatest resource. How do you know that? I'm just asking. Do you know that for sure, or are you making an assumption? Was YouTube his greatest resource above OnlyFans? Hold on, y'all. Let me explain something to you. I'm sorry about that. I'm back. There's no other platform larger, the widest audience and potential for growth. That BT 1000 was his greatest innovation. But well, with OnlyFans, you had to have memberships. I'm assuming most likely he had a large membership on OnlyFans. I don't know. I'm probably thinking once he built up on the OnlyFans channel, I think he was probably doing about the same as YouTube eventually. I think, but oh, really? Only a fraction went to OnlyFans. Oh, wow. I didn't know. I've never even been on OnlyFans. And then I think probably once he was doing porn, I imagine a lot of people kind of like got turned off from that, if you will. But then again, maybe I'm speaking for myself. You know, I don't want to see people that I know fucking. I don't want to see people that I don't know fucking. But, you know, not that I know him, but look, Tommy's platform has changed from his early days of YouTube. And it had to in the advent of live streaming and hangouts and all that. But prior to that, when you had to make videos, don't get me wrong, he was still entertaining. But, like for instance, he stopped doing skits. His skits used to be funny as hell. I would watch some of them. I would watch over and over again and laugh my ass off like I watched it for the first time. And that's just not just for Tommy. It was everybody. When you had to just, you know, post up your videos and stuff, people were a lot more creative, you know. And then hangouts came, and then live streaming and all of that. So, you know, they changed. They, you know, that's what it called for. Ain't nobody's fault or anything. But I forgot why I was saying all of that. But yeah. Oh, now I know. So, you know, so when you were there from the beginning when Tommy first came out, and you know, he would do the news stories and stuff. He would do different characters, like the character from Australia and stuff like that, and BC's back, and all of that. You know, you watch that for so many years, and it's like, now he fucking live. Ugh. It's almost like, you know, do you want to see your siblings fucking? Your brother fucking your sister? No. Don't nobody want to see that. You know, you might have a favorite newscaster like Don Lemon or Chris Cuomo. Do you want to see them fucking on OnlyFans? No. Tommy the GOAT. All right. They were paying homage to him, and he even screwed. Who was paying homage to him and how? When he was fucking? And he screwed that up. You trying to be funny, old Syrian? Is that a pun? Yeah, so I think it's kind of, I'll say tragic, but that's not the word I want to use. But for lack of a better word at this moment, I say tragic. You go from being, very humorous and skits and stuff like that to porn. Ugh, that's kind of tragic. And it's hustling backwards. Now I can see if he started out on OnlyFans fucking, and then he moved into funny skits and shit like that. That's the way you're supposed to progress. But you come out here in these YouTube streets strong, funny, and all that good shit, and then you debase yourself to porn. Hustling backwards. But he's a grown man. And I believe he has the ability to reinvent himself if he really wants to. He can do that. Scroll up. Oh, he was clinging on to Fresh and Fit as a last-ditch effort. Yeah, if he was, yeah, I guess so. If he was doing that great, why even go to those? Yeah, that's true. You start doing porn after all of that, you just, yeah, you grasping for straws at that point. Hustling backwards. Oh. Mm-mm-mm. Hustling backwards. All those people took from that man and then tried to make him disappear. Let me take credit for the first person to tell Tommy way back when. From the uh, Tyrone Thompson days. Those people didn't hate him. They wanted to be him. And that still rings true today. Networking. You won't last in this game if you don't collaborate well with others. Let me tell you something. One thing about Tommy, he can go live or whatever, criticize people all he want. But don't you dare criticize him. He don't like that. He can say whatever nasty thing he want to any and everybody. But you better not say nothing nasty about him. You better not criticize him. Better not even be any constructive criticizing. It's a problem. And when he first, started falling out with people, just seemed like, everybody he connected with, it always ended up on the wrong side of the tracks. And in the beginning, you know, and you just listen to Tommy and his side or whatever. And then after a while, when you keep seeing it over and over and over and over, it can't be everybody else. Some or a lot of it has to be you. Ain't nobody perfect. Tommy is flawed as hell. As we all are. The thing is can you recognize and admit your flaws and do something to correct them? Work on it. Some flaws you can correct just like that, and some take time. It's a work in progress. You know? But it is true. He definitely burns bridges. And he will throw a rock and hide his hand and be like, what did I do? I ain't do nothing. The same thing with Tariq Nasheed. That's another fuck nigga. Fuck him too. But Tommy started that shit. He knew what he was doing by asking that question about the Jews, putting that man on the spot like that. People can see through that. Ain't nobody stupid. But that's Tariq Nasheed. Fuck him. Fuck him for calling Tommy crispy and want to talk about crispy means ashy. Bullshit. Crispy means crispy. You burnt, black, and crispy. That's what crispy means. He just want to say it means ashy because he don't want to offend all the dark-skinned people who donate or could potentially donate to him. I ain't stupid. Crispy ain't never meant ashy. Not only that, you insulting the intelligence of people with that fucking statement. Crispy means ashy. Oh, fuck Tariq. Him and people like Sinful were black YouTube's more intelligent and entertaining characters. Well, look, I just tried to listen to Sinful's last video. Well, his last video was something about a reaction to an interview, whatever. I went to the one prior to that. Don't ever exalt the bitch above the game. I'm sorry, I have to disagree. I felt like my brain cells were dying listening to that bullshit. But that's just me. Intelligence? Nah. Just had the gift of gab. But that's my opinion. Everybody ain't for everybody. You know? Yeah, that's how I feel. I'm not right and I'm not wrong. It's just simply how I feel. Thank you for appreciating that. But yeah, people kill me with this Tommy is homeless shit. But I guess they watching him wherever he's at. I guess he's not going live from his house anymore. But again, his IP address is blocked. I'm assuming there's got to be something why he's always other places. I'm assuming from what I hear from other people. At his mama's house. Somebody told me at the Red Roof Inn. I don't know. And I'm not sure they know either. But it just goes back to having social media as your main source of income. I think that's a dangerous um um situation to be in. But that's just me. What do I know? 1,500 on Rumble Live is not too bad. Yeah, so, and I'm sure it will grow and grow and grow. I'm sure of that. I think he can make just as much money on other platforms as he did on YouTube. Now, it might take a little bit of time to get to that point, to be on par with what he was doing with YouTube. But I don't think it'll take that long as it did when he was only on YouTube and got to that, that pinnacle. He can get to that. I think he'll get to that pinnacle that he was on YouTube on another platform. So I wouldn't count him out. Yeah, he's dead. Yep, he crip walking in Pimp hell. $39 old, Virgo. That's young. Real young. Actually, honestly, when I first heard about it and heard his age, it made me realize how blessed I am to see 55. Shit, I could have been going at 39. You got to thank God for your blessings. 39. Damn. That's real damn young. Shit, at 39, I was on my third house. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta quiet yourself, especially during those times when you might, be a little depressed, got something going on. And sometimes you gotta quiet yourself, sit down, and think of all the things the Lord has done for you, all the blessings He has bestowed upon your life. You gotta remember the former days when you were in a jam and how the Lord brought you out. You gotta remember when there were days when you were in a situation you didn't know how you was going to get out of it, but He brought you through. That's the way you encourage yourself. And once you do that, you get up and you keep fighting and trying to find a way to make your situation right. And eventually, it will happen. I promise you that. Go ahead, O'Neal. Sinful had good information for the youth. Really? Okay. Do me a favor, O'Neal. If you can find a video where he had good information for the youth, can you please, post it under this video? Because if there are any props that I can give him, I don't mind giving it to him. I really don't. And I will come back and make a video and sing his praises. But go on with your question. Doom 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 doom. No question yet. Yeah. So as I was saying, you might be feeling down about what you don't have and how things ain't working out for you. You gotta remember the days when the Lord brought you out. You gotta look around and focus on the good things that are going on, the things that you do have, the blessings that you do have. Stop focusing on the negative, because that's what's just going to drag you down into more negativity and despair. You always remember, never forget what the Lord has done for you. What do you rejoice? Why do I rejoice in his demise? Because every time I listened to him, he was kicking some pimp bullshit about women who have channels who are just dogging men. I don't care for those bitches either. I have no respect for pimps. I really don't. I never will. They do nothing but prey on females with low self-esteem. They know what woman they can't pull that shit on. They know what female that they can. And those are the ones that they go for. Then you get these pimps, they think they so much a pimp in their mind and their heart that when they see a woman that they know ain't gonna be easy for them to tear down and put under their thumb, they'll go and try and tear it down anyway. Spread lies, all types of stuff. When you have that pimp mentality, that pimp philosophy, you can't stand a woman who can stand strong on her own. Those ain't the women that a pimp goes to. Like I said, I have to thank God for my mama. That was some woman. She's such a strong woman that she got daughters who can never who can never have a pimp. Ever. You got these niggas out here with this pimp mentality, this pimp philosophy. They trying to blow up their balls so much and bringing a strong black woman down that they become stalkers. Weirdo. But wow, that was 4 in 1 year, O'Neal. 4 in 1 year. Oof. And as Osirian said, 4 pioneers. Would you classify, what's his face? What's that Ugmug dude? Come on. The ugly one in the black manosphere. He the only ugly one. What's his name? Hey, Deslunic, how are you? Who's the ugly guy in the black manosphere that was in Ireland and shit in school? What's his name? Y'all know who I'm talking about. The real ugly one. Look like an old man and he like 29 or some shit. What's his name? O'Shea. See? I knew it. Would y'all consider him a pioneer? Ooh, that child ugly. Ooh-wee. Yeah, O'Shea. Would you, Assyrian, would you consider O'Shea a pioneer? Deslunic said, nope. He expanded it. Who started the black manosphere? Was it O'Shea? Who would you say came up with the whole black manosphere concept and implemented it? But who was the brainchild? David Cowell? Was it David Cowell? I don't know. All I know is it just appeared, the black manosphere, the black manosphere. But something is going on in the black manosphere, because to have 4 pioneers dead in 1 year, I'd have to step back and take a look and say, something's going on here. Maybe we're doing something wrong. Maybe we need to change our tune. Maybe we might need to be a little bit more kinder and gentler. Like Bush Jr. I don't know. Oh, angry man? That's another nasty, dirty, sloppy, stinking idiot. Is he still around? I used to be sub to him too. And O'Shea, I'm not sub to them. I just can't with them. An angry man just looks like a slob to me. He looks like he sleeps on a dirty, stinking couch with crumbs all in it. Pre-existed the term, but were pioneers. Look, I remember David Cowell from like 2007, 2008, 2009. I mean, that's probably the only one I never unsubbed from. I mean, he talked some shit that I didn't agree with, a lot of stuff I didn't agree with. But for some reason, I kind of liked him. You know? I was really saddened when David Cowell passed. I really was. Kevin Samuels, I watched a few of his videos. Eh. But he went far real quick in 2 years. Wow. But I think that's just um, the technology of YouTube transforming and just how things are changing and being implemented in social media, which is why Kevin Samuels advanced so quickly as he did. Yeah, that was crazy. Didn't he used to have like 200,000 people? Did I see once he had like two? No, maybe it was. Did he used to have like 200,000 people in his chat? Or was it something like 20,000? I think it was more like 25, 30, 40,000 people. And then, like, soon as he would end, he would have like 600,000 views and shit. Never seen that. Yeah, 20K. Wow. Has Tommy ever seen 20K in a chat? I wonder what that was about. Why was Kevin Samuels garnering 20,000 people in his chat? Because actually, I found Tommy to be more entertaining than Kevin Samuels. I don't know what it was about Kevin Samuels. Maybe he marketed correctly. I don't know. But if you put Kevin Samuels and Tommy side by side, clearly Tommy is more entertaining, number one. And number two, there's a lot of stuff that Kevin Samuels took from Tommy. You know what? You're right. You're right. Have we seen Kevin Samuels fall out with anybody? Besides, I don't know if say we could say he fell out with Tommy. If my memory serves me correctly, Tommy was talking about him, making video after video after video, and Kevin wasn't responding. But and I didn't watch Kevin much, but I don't think he was beefing with people. Kevin Samuels, that is. Not that I know of. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but when you collaborate with somebody and they on your show and you might go on their platform and and everything is good, you get a lot of laughs, and then you fall out and it's all public, you know, Okay, that's the first time. Then there's another person. You're collaborating. It's all fun and laughs, all good in the hood. And then you fall out. You're like, okay. And here comes another person, and you're collaborating and laughing and joking, and it's all good in the hood. And then you fall out, and you be like, And then here comes another person, and you fall out, and you be like, wait a minute here. Yeah, it was mostly Tommy doing all the talking, and Kevin really didn't respond. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah. How old was Kevin Samuels? They had different ages. Some said 53, 57. That's young too, shit. So maybe it's not good to have a public beef for your platform. Would you agree, Osirian? Because Kevin apparently was one of those men who were like, I shall not publicly engage in nigger shit. He didn't do that. Osirian, that's not true. Beef keeps channels from growing. Well, you know what? Okay, you'll eventually. Okay, I agree now. Yeah. Because if you're in the beef sector, yeah, your channel will only grow but so much. No, but they're not really. There are people in the beef sector that have really big channels with over 1 million subs. None. None. Nope. You're right. You're right. At least I haven't seen any. And I doubt if they're out there. Mm-mm. I've seen YouTube videos where they were featuring YouTubers with, 1 million subs, 2 million, 5 billion subs. And all of a sudden they just stopped making videos. And a lot of them were talking about how it was stressing them out. That they had to, it's like you become like a hamster in that wheel they like to run around. They be running real fast and going nowhere. Just round and round and round and round and round. And they said that's how they felt because, you know, it became a pressure thing where they had to keep churning out content. And for some of them, you know, it would take 5 and 6 hours to do, to write, and the editing process and all of that. And a lot of them walked away from their channels and just left and went to work and, created something else elsewhere outside of social media. And that's another reason for me. I'm like, I don't want to be locked in like that. It just started to sound real depressing for them. And some damn near became suicidal because they were like, you know, if you don't make a video, you go 2-3 weeks without making a video because you need a break, then that jacks you up in the algorithm. And you won't get as many views as your last video 3 weeks ago. And then they say, it takes time to get back to where you were. That's what they were saying. That's what they were saying. And then think about it. Like the ones who have gone on, like David Cowell, of course, he's not making any videos because he's dead. But I would think his videos will still show up in your feed sometime, past videos. I don't see nothing about David Cowell. So when you go on and you stop making videos, your channel is still there, and people got to really have loved and remember you to say, let me go watch an old video from David Cowell, and they have to go to your channel. But their shit just ain't gonna pop up in recommendations anymore. That's disheartening. So David Cowell is dead, and it seems like his videos have been erased, yet they are still there on his channel. It's almost like going to visit somebody at the cemetery. You gotta go to his grave channel to visit him, because he sure ain't gonna visit you in your feeds anymore. Anyway, it has been a pleasure chatting with you, Osirian and O'Neill and Des Lunick. I don't even see any Aquazi videos. The brother, I don't see him, and I know I would never unsubscribe from Aquazi. We both like trains. But yeah. Yeah, he doesn't make videos much. And you know why? Another reason why I like him? He reminds me of one of my nephews. Yeah. He reminds me of one of my nephews. And he's such a man to me. But anyway, let me go. And thanks for tuning in and chat with me. I really appreciate y'all this morning. You could have been any place else on social media, but you decided to stay and hang out with me. For that, I'm grateful. Thank you again. And I'll talk with y'all soon. Peace.